In this world of the novel, many events are related to the grudges and romantic entanglements of the male lead and the important characters, among which Yu Yeonha is the most special. She is the #1 heir of the Supreme Tranquil Sea Guild, and also the heir of the esteemed Yeonha family. At the beginning of the novel, she and the male lead are enemies, but in the end she is won over by him and becomes his right-hand ally, making her character very important. The more she is related to him, the more SP points Lee Min-ho can earn. Lee Min-ho, wanting to achieve his goals, decides to participate in today's training, determined to attract Yu Yeonha's attention. At this moment, Yu Yeonha is also being approached by others, specifically 2 warriors from their squad this time. Outwardly cold, Yu Yeonha is feeling confused inside. She doesn't know how to respond to her teammates. After thinking for a while, she responds enthusiastically and asks who the other person is. At that moment, Lee Min-ho appears very coolly and says, "The last person is me." Seeing him, Yu Yeonha stutters and struggles to recognize who he is after half a day. It is still her 2 teammates who timely come to her rescue. Realizing that Lee Min-ho is the one who previously chose the gun, at this time, the black instructor walks up to interrupt them, saying, "The position of the monster has been sent to your smartwatches." He urges everyone to act quickly. Immediately, 3 out of 4 people relied on their positioning to reach the location of the monster. Yu Yeonha urged the remaining 2, saying, "When we arrive, we need to confirm information about the monster and be ready for action." Behind them, a figure was chasing closely. At this moment, Lee Min-ho was drenched in sweat and was on the verge of exhaustion. Although his physical ability surpassed that of an ordinary person, he still couldn't keep up with the speed of the group. He couldn't help but exclaim, "Is this what the level of KIST students is like? I was just an ordinary person before my journey to this world, unable to compare." Not long after, they finally arrived at training camp number 8, by the beach. Through observation, they confirmed that the monster before them was a pitch-black octopus of moderate level. Its strength was not particularly strong, but the large boils on its head were quite troublesome. Whenever it sensed danger, the octopus would release smaller octopuses from those boils. In one go, the black octopus could spawn dozens of blood-sucking octopuses, each capable of draining a person's blood in less than a second. The group began to discuss how to deal with this troublesome monster. At this point, Lee Min-ho had just caught up with his teammates. He stated, "When the battle erupts, we need to prioritize handling this issue first." A female warrior proposed that the sharpshooter Lee Min-ho take on this task, but Yu Yeonha outright rejected it. She said that, "Dealing with the smaller octopuses can be left to me, and I request the warriors to maintain a distance to conserve mana, waiting for the right opportunity to cut off the boils on the monster's head." However, she did not mention what Lee Min-ho needed to do. Lee Min-ho felt confused upon hearing this. Could it be that they intended to completely push him aside? Before he could voice his thoughts, Yu Yeonha declared the start of the battle. After saying that, she turned back to look at him with a gaze full of disdain, her contempt clearly visible on her face. This made Lee Min-ho extremely angry. He thought to himself, "You wicked woman, remember this, there will come a day when you will end up like Liu Ruyan, being hauled over the mountains by me until you're a mess."